Hello, 10A. So one of the things that you are required to do is a listening test at the end of 001. It can be quite difficult. You'll be listening to a few different sections. But what I like to do, because I think that the listening test is about your ability to listen rather than your vocabulary knowledge. So what I do is I actually go through the listening test and identify vocabulary that you may not already know. This means if you put the work in and learn this vocabulary, it will make the listening test a lot easier. That means that you will get a higher mark. So it's really up to you to get this work done. It is going to be due at the end of this week, so you will need to complete it completely. I'd like to go through the words just so I can sound them out to you to start off with. What I want you to do is when I say the word, to repeat the word. So when I say the word, you're going to repeat the word, and then I'll move on to what needs to happen next. So here we go. By the way, you might know some of these words. If so, that's wonderful. But I always say it's better safe than sorry. Application. Hopefully you've repeated. I'm going to say it again, and then please repeat after me. Application. Abroad. Abroad. Permission. Permission. Recommendation. Recommendation. Dormitory. Dormitory. Apartment. Apartment. Cultural. Cultural. Preferences. Preferences. Extinction. Extinction. Vanished. Vanished. Widespread. Widespread. Species. Species. Fossilized. Fossilized. Hybrid. Hybrid. Mass-produced. Mass-produced. Percentage. Percentage. Regenerative. Regenerative. I'm going to say that one more time because it's a bit of a difficult one. Regenerative. Periodic. Periodic. Plug-in. Plug-in. Mileage. Mileage. Aerodynamic. Aerodynamic. Vietnamese. Vietnamese. Okay, so you can see that I've given you 2 and a little bit of pages. Hopefully your teacher has already printed this out for you so you can actually complete it. You have 2 options. You can complete it by hand or you can do it on the computer. I will send this through to you on WeChat as well. So the second thing that you need to do, now that we've sounded those out, and I would recommend that you sound them out and say them yourselves, firstly to learn them, also to make your ears ready to hear them during the exam. The second thing I would like you to do is look up the meaning of the word. Now, I do not want you to use a Chinese dictionary. Instead, I would like you to use dictionary.com, or if you have an English to English dictionary, do not use a Chinese dictionary. If you use a translator, the word may be incorrect, which means that it will ruin your knowledge of that word, and it's going to have a negative impact on your listening exam. So, if my word, for instance, was aerodynamic, if I can spell it. Oh, no, I spelled it wrong. There we go. Gonna take the S off. There we go. Aerodynamic. So it's a branch of mechanicals that deals with motion of air. Okay. So aerodynamic. Here you can see they've actually showed you how to spell it. Aerodynamics. And
aerodynamics.
It also shows you how it actually makes you so you can hear what it sounds like. So dictionary.com is my recommendation. All right. So aerodynamics. So if something is aerodynamic, it means it's nice and smooth so it can move through the air easily and actually makes a vehicle faster. So that's the first thing that you're going to do is look up in the dictionary and write the dictionary meaning. You don't have to do this word for word, just get the main meaning down. So, for instance, if I did aerodynamic, ability to move through air fast. Okay, so nice and quick. So all the boys are probably thinking about some aerodynamic cars. Something, for instance, like a rocket to go up in space also needs to be aerodynamic, needs to get through the air really quickly to get to where it needs to go. So to use it in my own sentence, it is important for rocket ships to be aerodynamic in order to get to space quickly. Okay. So I've actually written my own sentence. So what you need to do, number one, get your meaning from dictionary.com or your English to English dictionary. And number two, you need to use the sentence, so use the word in your own sentence. Then what I'd like you to do on a weekly basis is go through and read through and learn all of these words. We still have about 4 weeks until you're going to be doing this exam. So I'm giving you lots and lots of time to really build your vocabulary to make sure that you're going to do well in your listening test. We are also going to do this for your reading test, and I'm just developing that vocabulary, so we'll do that in another class. Please complete this and get it sent to me once you've completed it. Thank you very much for your time. Please contact me on WeChat if there's anything I can help with. I'll see you in the next class.